Welcome back to APUSH in under 3 minutes. No time for intros, let's get into it. Topic 4.3 starts talking about tensions in the US economy and differing viewpoints. Some war broke out between Britain and the US in 1812 caused by British supporting Native American tribes and impressment on American sailors. It ended in a draw with the Treaty of Ghent that the US saw as a win, mostly because of the nationalism caused by the Battle of New Orleans. During this war, Federalists met at the Hartford Convention discussing disapproval of the war and potential secession. After America quote-unquote won this war, this convention would lead to the party's demise. And that leads into the introduction of a man who lots of people don't like, including me, Henry Clay. This guy was a lawyer, Secretary of State, leader of a future political party, and so influential in this period. He introduced something known as the American system. This was a response to the War of 1812 and suggested to provide national economic growth by establishing a protective tariff, creating a national bank, and funding internal improvements like roads and canals. This was so controversial and caused many debates to arise from the Democratic Republicans, later known as the Democrats, who opposed it, and the New National Republicans, later known as the Whigs, who supported it. The Supreme Court had its say with its McCulloch v. Maryland case, which established that federal power trumps state power. But who cares about that? It's time to talk about early Civil War causes. So throughout the early republic, states kept getting added and became either a slave or free state. As this continued, in 1819 there was a balance of 11 slave states and 11 free states. But as America was expanding westward, Missouri was added as a state. The South wanted it to be a slave state, and it ended up becoming one. The North, however, felt cheated and made the Missouri Compromise, which added Maine as an official free state and said above a certain line there couldn't be any more slave states. This shows the start of weak compromises, creating tension upon tension until eventual war. And how about even more Civil War causes? The Protective Tariff of 1828 put a tax on imported goods, and the South was very mad at it, even to the point they called it the Tariff of Abominations. This led to the South Carolina Exposition and the Nullification Crisis, where the South openly protested the tariff. There likely would have been war if it wasn't for Calhoun and Clay, who proposed the Tariff of 1833, which would lower the tax over the years. But what this shows is the South can and will revolt if it doesn't like something, foreshadowing the eventual Civil War. On the screen now are some AP-style questions for this topic. I'll put the answers on the screen now. I'm starting to realize I need to advertise my social medias and other channel at the end of these videos, so please help me out. If nothing else, at least go follow the Instagram. I know you and everyone have Instagram, so come on. Oh, and bye-bye.